her boyfriend again.
Yeah, which, like that, there's no way. There was no way.
I'm sorry. We're talking about sketchy-looking Skeet Ulrich versus...
National treasure
Jerry O'Connell.
Like,
come on.
Nobody's buying Jerry O'Connell as a villain in anything. He played a only mild asshole in Piranha 3D. And he's just like, I kind of don't like you, but I still kind of do.
Guy? Wasn't he the asshole in Dude, Where's My Car?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. He was literally the douchebag who ended up being really nice and Can't Hardly Wait, too.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this theory going out the window?
No, he was a nice guy.
He could be a douchebag a bit, but he can't be a killer. There's a difference.
I don't even think he can really be all that much of a douchebag, because I still liked him in Piranha 3D.
Plus, he's the fat kid from Stand By Me. Come on!
If nothing else, he's the fucking guy who creates the sliding machine in Sliders. I need to put that out there because more people need to watch that show.
Well, they will.
Genius.
They will. They're bringing it back.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But he's not going to be in it.
Well, either way.
All right, we'll get to it.
Copycat killer. A theory that goes out the window.
Yeah.
It's in this scene.
Yeah.
And this scene only.
This is a thing I can't stand in movies where they question something and then it's just never really brought up.
Because it's Maureen.
They do this in Nightmare 5 too.
Who is the name of Sydney's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Stevens, Steve Orr, the Casey Becker's boyfriend, and Cece's real name's Casey.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's a copycat. They're knocking off people who have the same names as like, I'm like,
well, yeah, but they never bring it up again.
Yeah,
it never
this
occurs
is literally
to them.
it. This
like,
scene
they
is
say
the only
it,
time.
And they're like, all right, well, I guess we're done exploring that option that actually seems like a really interesting thing that we should probably look into. No? Okay. Again, Nightmare 5 doesn't. I'll bring it up and I'll fucking rant and rave when that happens.
So Sid and Derek, Sid's a bit weary of like, oh, is it my boyfriend again? Man, my taste in people are just, oof.
I can really pick him, huh? Jesus.
But,
I'm gonna be a nun.
But,
he
saves her thoughts and her worries by doing an old song and dance routine in front of everyone in the lunch hall.
Yeah. If it's that easy to win a woman's heart, do you know how many places I'd have been dancing on?
By dancing horribly and singing horribly, I think I love you.
At the same time, none of my girlfriends have ever accused me of being a killer, so,
yeah,
I guess.
And apparently no one on the cast liked that song, and he had to sing it all day, so...
Fuck you.
Welcome to hell, everyone.
Yeah.
It is National Treasure Jerry O'Connell all day going, I think I love you, so what am I afraid of?
I'd be cool with that, but that's just me. And isn't this the last time we see Ola Fantastic for like a half an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he's not the killer, right?
Nope. Because he's like, oh, look, everyone clap. He's so great. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Okay.
Stab interview with Tori Spelling, and then they show a scene with Tori Spelling and Luke Wilson. And it's the exact same scene from the first one, with, I think, different dialogue a bit.
Not really.
Because how would they...
No, actually, no. It was exactly. That's the funny part.
Well, what makes us, it's like, how would Gail know what the... Okay.
It's a movie, shut up.
It's a movie, shut up, I find.
But yeah,
I did like the bangs
exactly
of, like, the bangs that fucking Luke Wilson had. I'm like, Skeet Ulrich didn't have that hair.
No, his was slicked back in the usual 90s look. But but it's hard to make Luke Wilson look...
cool.
Well, that and look evil.
Yeah.
So... that's what they did. I just thought it was hilarious, and I wanted to watch that entire movie. If somebody somewhere, even today, I don't give a shit, literally is just like, we're going to film Scream.
Like Stab.
We're going to do what Gus Van Sant did to Psycho, but with Scream, and have the actors in the fake movie. You've got my money. Immediately.
You already have a director, Robert Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
So Dewey and Randy are at lunch, and they're just like, well, Randy's mad because Dewey got David Schwimmer, and he got some guy from a commercial one time. And the whole, like, well, it could be you. Well, it could be me. It could be you. Well, then I guess it's neither of us. Let's move on.
Yeah. So
I'm like, let's be honest, it's neither of you. Yeah. Let's really move on.
You guys are not cool enough to do it, and apparently Dewey can survive anything, and Randy is not long for this world.
So this is where Joel brings up the book, going like, I read your book. I read what happened to your last cameraman.
Took you long enough.
The fuck, Gail? And she's just like, well...
I didn't hide it. This is on you.
She's like, well, sometimes you gotta put some sacrifices out there to get the story. Are you willing to do that? And he's just like,
nope.
No, he's like fine.
Oh no, he does this time.
This is
yeah,
what-
right.
yeah, he's-
Later on,
yeah.
he doesn't.
He's like fine, whatever. And then out of nowhere,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, by the way, the third act's going to totally be on this stage here because Sydney's in a play. Okay.
This is weird, and oddly enough, this is very Wes Craven.
Yeah.
The shots, the look of it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of his bag. You
And
can tell this is Wes's deal.
And her director, Gus, is just like, come on, I don't see it. Like, I'm a fighter. You're not a fighter.
No.
I'm a fighder. You're not a fighter. I'm a fighter. You're a fighter. Like, wait, that was the worst
That was
take.
at least one. That was shit.
That was the worst take. And you can... Okay, well, fair enough.
All right.
So she does her fucking routine, and the fucking... She sees Ghostface. I don't know if Ghostface was actually there,
He
or
wasn't.
if she...
Nobody
was
was
just...
doing anything. This was in her head.
Okay.
This was
because
completely
she's just
in her
like
head.
screams, ah! And then everyone takes their mask off and
Like-
just like, are you okay, Sydney?
The way this shot worked and everything like that, there's at least one shot I can think of in Wes Craven's New Nightmare that's almost identical to this, the way it's done. So this was very much Wes going, this is how I want to film this. We're going to do it.
So she dumps Derek, but not really. Because they are seen kissing later. But she basically gives them the fucking friends of it all. Like,
Kind of
she
like-
gives them, we need to go on a
I
break.
can't deal with this simply because somebody's trying to kill me.
And it might be
And
you.
it could be you, I don't know.
Because he was just like, "What are you doing here?" Because she, in her head, she saw
Yeah.
Ghostface, and now she sees Derek, but Ghostface wasn't really
Meanwhile,
there.
Derek's just there to be like, you're in a fucking play, I wanted to see it.
Well, no, Derek was taking over for.
Right. Yeah, he
Mickey,
was just
Old
he
Fantastic.
was because Ola Fantastic has now disappeared, and we're not supposed to question that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just sort of goes, "Well, I can't be with you because, you might be the killer." If she'd said it that way, I think he probably would have understood a little more. But she doesn't say it that way.
No, she says it in a very roundabout way.
Yeah,
And
Where
he
she
kind of
could
just
be
goes,
like,
"Fine, I'll give you your space."
she could literally be like, "Look, I don't think you're the one trying to kill me, but the last time this happened, it was my boyfriend, so I need you to back off for a little bit just because I can't deal with it."
Well, did he do a song and dance for you at lunchtime?
He might have. We weren't watching him the whole time.
I don't take Skeet Ulrich as a song and dance
Well,
type of guy.
in all fairness, looking at the two of them, I don't know how they ended up dating in the first place, other than he's like, Johnny Depp light.
Right.
So I don't see any way that they could have dated. So you don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe on Stu's urging of just like, dude, get up there and sing a song.
So we get Dewey, Gale, Randy, and Jewel. Jewel gets donuts. Dewey gets the phone call from the killer.
Yes.
Hands it off to Randy while Dewey
They go
and
look.
Gale go look for people with cell phones. I'm like, he's not gonna be just out in the open, guys. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know this.
Like- He's a killer, and you don't know what he looks like, so chances are you're not just going to see the dude. And this is where Randy steals the movie for a minute. Just fucking delivers
reaming
the best
out
lines.
Ghostface
Yeah.
on the phone.
The cheesy line of the fucking showgirls of it all still
Yeah.
kind of makes me giggle, though. Even though I'm like, ugh. I laugh and roll my eyes at the same time of like, wow, that's a cheesy joke, but I'm like, first of all, you're of the right age where Showgirls would be your favorite movie right about now, so fuck off. And then, just
Guess what's your favorite scary movie? Showgirls.
terrifying. Like, well, yeah, no.
Although at the same time, he is a film snob.
Doesn't matter. He's heterosexual.
That's true.
I was a film snob at that time, too. And I loved me some Showgirls. I still do. I love that movie.
No.
It's delightfully stupid.
Further show. It'll happen.
Oh, we'll definitely be talking about Showgirls someday.
So he just reams out Ghostface on the phone. He fucking he actually kind of praises Billy and Stu.
He does. He's
Going
like, at least
they
Billy
were
and
way
Stu
better.
were good at this.
Yeah,
You're a fucking moron. And then he has that greatest delivery line of "fuck you" ever.
Because I think he basically goes.
He basically says, "You'll never be the leading man."
And
then he has
you.
but with the thing that I cut out of the thing where he just sort of like he looks around for a second of like you could almost see him going like, well, yeah, and then he goes, "Fuck you." just can't deal with the fact that he was telling the truth. It is the worst and best delivery of that line there ever could be. It's great.
So he backs up
Near
to
a
the
van.
news van, a closed news van, and I'm like,
Gee, how
I
is
think
this
he'd
going to
be
go
smart
for
enough
you?
not to do that, but I guess Ghostface has goaded him into being angry, so fine.
So he's his game.
And the minute he says Billy was a little bitch boy, door opens, he's
We're
grabbed,
dead.
pulled in, and killed.
Yep.
And I'm like, ah! damn it.
And
The one time I was actually upset about someone getting killed in any of these films.
Yeah, but he does make a horrible appearance in Scream 3, so we're okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. So Cotton totally scares the shit out of Sydney.
Yep.
Because at this point, she has bodyguards.
Yeah.
Ever since the CC death, yeah. Ever since the CC death, the detective agent, not agent, whatever, local police have put two cops on her at all times. And I'm like, God, that's got to be a lot of money for a little town like that. But all right,
not really.
No, because they're working they're around the clock.
Yeah, but you got to understand, like, this is a small town. And a serial killer.
Yeah, so
this isn't that much. This is them going, no, we know where this dude's going to go, and we want to have cops there so we can get him.
Yeah.
And if we don't do something like this, the media's going to fucking rake us over the coals.
So she's in a library, and she gets a message over the computer of, like, you're going to die tonight.
Yep.
And then she freaks out, and then Cotton jumps at her, and she's like, what the fuck?
You did this. It was on the screen.
And he's just like, well, forget Gale Weathers. I didn't know either. I'm sorry that I thought you knew.
Yeah.
But I got Diane Sawyer. An hour with Diane Sawyer. You, me, her. We can tell our story. And it'd be great. It'd be great.
Cotton needs money, is what we're getting at.
He wants
fame, but he also seems to need money.
Because his fame ran out. Like, once he was cleared,
he
had his 15 minutes, and it was done. And now he's like, he got a taste for it. He's like, I want to be famous.
He's like, it's 14 minutes and 59 seconds. I just need that little sweet, sweet hit.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, no.
No, fuck you.
Like, done. This is over. Just move on with your life. And then he gets a little more aggressive, like, hey, you owe me. And then the cops jump him.
Like, hey.
He gets arrested, but then cleared later, like, because they can't hold him. All he did was yell in a library. And that's what he said, what, are you going to get me causing a disturbance in the library?
Being loud in the library? Like, this scene does take way too long to get to that point, too.
We get more of Gale and Debbie, and Debbie kind of being salty towards Gale.
Get it? Because her last name is Salt? Huh?
Also, now Gale is being interviewed because she's also, like, she's established that her, Dewey, and Sydney are
their targets.
The targets. And what is it like being, because at the interview, what is it like being on the other side of this microphone, Gale? And she's, fuck you.
Like, get it? Because you're a bitch.
Well, we get a bit of character development. We get more character development of, like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah. She does literally say that, like, what are we doing? I'm like, well, okay, it's not the time to have an existential crisis just now, but okay.
Joel leaves.
Yep.
This may be the smartest man in horror movie history.
He just goes, you know what?
He just goes,
fuck you.
Here's your footage.
I'm out.
I'm leaving.
Peace out. I'm out.
And he gets in a cab, and we don't see him till the end of the film.
This is me in a horror film, by the way. This is exactly what I'm doing.
It's funny, because I saw a documentary, and he's just like, I would just leave, Wes. What do you mean you just leave?
I would just leave.
I would just leave. How? By cab.
Yeah, just get in the fucking cab and get out. And that's exactly what I would do.
And they let the actor just leave the movie.
Yeah. It's like, he's already worried. He knows that somebody is going to attack them. I wouldn't be brave. They don't pay me enough to be brave. You know? I'm holding the camera. You're getting a fraction of what she's getting paid. Fucking, your life ain't worth it.
Because they find Randy, like, bloodied and dead.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no!
In my camera van. Fuck you,
yeah,
I'm
like,
out.
they impounded my van because they found a dead body in it. I'm out. Bye-bye.
And he does the right thing. Good for him.
So Gale and Dewey take the footage. They realize, oh, well, the killer might be in this footage because the killer's after fame. So,
so let's go look.
Excuse
Not at
me.
all a reason for us to get into a dark room together.
Mr. Wes Craven, sir. Mr. Kevin Williamson, sir. Is it a copycat killer? Is it a fame whore?
We don't know.
What's the...
They're too busy making up contrite reasons why these people in 1997 can't find a fucking VCR. What the serious fuck?
They have to go to the film building to find it. And even when they're in the film building, it takes them a while to find it.
Hey, assholes. You both have homes. Guaranteed in 1997 you had VCRs.
Well, they don't live there. They're both visiting.
Their hotel rooms have VCRs. You can find a VCR in 1997.
Well,
I mean, I can find a VCR in 2019 in less time it takes them to to find a